Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. You know, this morning at the gym, had an interesting conversation with somebody in the locker room, and he was asking me about hypnosis and how easy was it to learn and use, and just asking about some of the myths of hypnosis and, you know, would I make him go rob a bank or anything like that. And I assured him that I couldn't make him do anything he didn't want to do. And we were talking, and he said, well, what his real issue was, what his concern and why he was thinking about it was his negative thinking. He said, yeah, he's just gotten very aware, and his family's pointed out to him how negative he's become, and the glass is just always half empty, and how, you know, everything is doom and gloom, woe is me, ain't it awful. And it reminded me about the addictive qualities of negative thinking. You know, it starts out as a habit, and which, you know, and we all from time to time have negative thoughts and go through our own processes of negative thinking, but it can very easily become a habit, which becomes addictive. It's addictive to our mind, to our bodies, and to our emotions. Our mind wants to be right. As human beings, we have this propensity to be right. We like to be right about things, and one of the great ways to be right is to predict failure. You know, if you're going around saying, I can't do something, or I'm not good enough, well, guess what? We're not going to be good enough, or we can't do something, and then we get to put another mark up there on our post saying, see, I get to be right again. I knew I wasn't good enough. Our bodies get addicted to the rush of chemicals in the bloodstream from the fight or flight response when we're doing negative thinking. And there's this intensity that we experience in our bloodstream, and we want more of it. And then from an emotional standpoint, we do get addicted to the sheer intensity of it all. When there's that fight or flight response, we have this, again, this rush of chemicals, and it creates an intense emotion. It may not be pleasant, but it's also not boring. And we certainly know we're alive. And our emotions get used to a higher level of stimulation and then demands more. And hypnosis is absolutely a perfect tool for changing our thoughts, changing our emotions, so that our bodies can adapt and get used to the great feelings, the intense feelings, the emotions of positive thinking, of happiness, of joy, of love, of the sheer glory of life. And here at Hypnosis Health Info, you're going to find a lot of tools to help you and support you in changing your thoughts and creating positive thinking and seeing the glass as full instead of half empty. And if you go across the top bar at Hypnosis Health Info, you'll find a tab called Self-Hypnosis. And there are several drop-down tabs. First one is the light switch self-hypnosis technique, which is a 1-minute self-hypnosis technique that allows you to give yourself suggestions about positive thinking, saying life is great, life is wonderful, life is abundant, life is filled with options and opportunities, and that I am good enough and I'm capable and I do the best I can. And bring yourself back up in 1 minute. It also tells you how to do written suggestions. That's the next drop-down tab. And then the third drop-down tab is Power Minutes. And those are 1 to 4 minute MP3 recordings here at Hypnosis Health Info that you can download onto your iPod or your iPhone or your BlackBerry. I have mine on my BlackBerry. And you can do a light switch of self-hypnosis and listen to a 1 to 4 minute hypnosis recording. And the final one is the written suggestions. That's the fourth drop-down tab under self-hypnosis. And every suggestion that I've ever used in a blog post is there in a big long list. There for your use. You're welcome to use them word for word. They're actually there to stimulate your thinking, to give you ideas on how you can create your own suggestions. So send me an email if you have questions. You want to know more information on how to use self-hypnosis and how to stop your negative thinking and change it to positive thinking. Send me an email, roger@hypnosishealthinfo.com, and I'll be happy to respond and happy to support you in creating that positivity, that positive thinking in your life. I'm Roger Moore, and this is Hypnosis Health Info.